In this video, I'm going to discuss another common question with Accelerator. How much text should I paste into the Accelerator application? And this is usually a question that I get when people are reading massive amounts of information. So let's say you have an 80-page PDF or even a 30-page PDF, or maybe it's a very, very long story that you're reading online. Well, there are some limitations, and actually, as far as Accelerator goes, you can paste as much text as you want. The limitation really is on our ability to focus. So what I recommend you do, let's say we switch tabs here and show you, this is the entire full text of the book Animal Farm by George Orwell. If I were to highlight all of this text, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but you can if you wanted to. You can read, this book is about 100 some pages long. You could copy all of this text and you can paste all of that text into Accelerator if you want. However, that would mean you would be staring at the screen, blinking words at whatever speed you set for who knows how long. It depends on your reading speed. But that's probably too much. But you can see right here, Accelerator will count how many words there are in the text that you pasted. So there's 30,302 words in all of Animal Farm. Speaking of which, we can find out approximately how long would it take if we were reading 30,300. Let's say I pasted 30,302 words, and let's say we were going 500 words per minute. You would be able to get through Animal Farm in 60 minutes. So you can get through the book in an hour if you were to change your settings and change it to 500 words per minute. So that could be useful. However, I wouldn't recommend reading the entire novel all at once. What I would do is I would go chapter by chapter. These chapters are usually maybe, 8 or 9 pages in a regular book, but if you're reading it online, I think I could focus for about 8 or 9 pages, so I would copy and I would paste that first chapter in Accelerator, hit read, set my settings to whatever I feel comfortable in this kind of a novel, and then read chapter 1. And then I would go for chapter 2 and so on and so forth. So whenever you have a long piece of text, you want to be able to break it up. So if it's a novel, break it up by chapters. If it's some kind of informational material, maybe break it up by sections within that chapter. So maybe 2 or 3 pages at a time, or a few paragraphs at a time. You don't want it to be too short. You don't want to just copy and paste 3 paragraphs and then do. That's probably too often, but you want to find some kind of a mix that works typically with your ability to focus. So if you feel like you can focus for a good 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or more, do that. Most people have trouble focusing for more than 20 minutes at a time. So make sure that it's something less than 20 minutes, or you might know yourself better than I do, but the average person can focus on a specific task for about 20 minutes before they start seeing a severe decline in their ability to concentrate on that task. So find out what's best for you. I don't recommend pasting a ton of text into Accelerator. You certainly can if you wanted to, but our ability to focus is usually somewhat limited. So make sure you're doing kind of piece by piece. And that also helps you psychologically, because when you finish a chapter, you feel like you want to get another chapter done. So psychologically, it's almost like getting little wins at a time rather than trying to read a bunch of text and it taking forever. So go piece by piece, and I think you'll find Accelerator to be a helpful tool if you're using it in that kind of a manner.